Hello there, CW fans. We've got another blockbuster lesson here for you today, and we are going to be finishing up all of the letters that we're going to need to learn the alphabet A through Z. And the last three letters we're going to learn today are B as in Bravo, Z as in Zulu, and V as in Victor. Bravo, Zulu, Victor. Today we have an RA1AOM handmade CW key from St. Petersburg, Russia. A good friend of mine, Val, made this for me. This was the first CW key he made for me. I was very excited about getting this. This is quite a few years old now, and I also have a video on my YouTube channel that I can link in the description if you want to get some more information about it. But very well made key, and at the time of this recording, it's a little bit difficult to get packages and stuff from Russia right now. So let's start with our letters. So the first letter we're going to start with is the letter B as in Bravo. So that's the letter B. Kind of looks like a B. If you think of what the B looks like in your mind, you're like, yeah, that's a B. B. Let's do a couple of B's in a row. Again, we're at 18 words per minute on the CW speed, and we've got our Farnsworth spacing pretty nice and wide so we can recognize the letter without counting the das and the dits. Was that a B? Let's do a B. There's a B. Whoa, that didn't sound like a B, did it? There's a B. Wow, that last one was definitely not a B, was it? Do you know what that last one was? That was what I sent. And it sounds kind of like a B, which here's a B. But what's this one? Now, if you recall back in lesson 3, that was a D as in Delta. So B and D have some similarities. There's your D. And there's your B. That's what we want for a B. Now let's listen for that B and D next to each other. So you can tell, when they're right next to each other, you can tell the difference. So there's a D, and here's a B. So there's our B. Let's see what the B sounds like with other letters. I wanted to make sure that we did Bravo and Delta next to each other because there is some similarities there. There's a da dit dit and a da dit dit dit. There's B, and there's D. Let's see what other letters sound cool with a B. Let's do maybe a couple of vowels. Well, that was kind of easy, right? How about this one? That was a B-E. How about this one? Let's do... Ooh, I did that really fast, didn't I? Let's just slow it down a little bit. There we go. That's a little slower. Yes, that's an O. B-O. B and O. How about let's do a couple of consonants with the letter B. That's a B and an L. All right, that's a B and an L. How about these two letters? You might have heard that in the C QSO before. that maybe run together. So that's a B and a K. There's a B and a K right next to each other. Sometimes people run them all the way together, so it sounds like this. So B. Oh, that's a D. There's your B. There's your K. Let's do one more letter combination. So do you know what that letter is? BR. Bravo, Romeo. So that's the letter B. It's kind of a fun letter. It looks like a B in my mind when I hear it. Right? That's a big B. Now, our next letter is going to be Z as in Zulu. Whoop. There's your Z. That's a Z as in Zulu. Kind of looks like a Z in my mind. I always try to visualize what these letters look like in my mind as they're coming across. There it is. Now, in the last lesson, we wanted to make the Q code QRZ, right? If you remember, what is the letter Q? You remember this one? And then the next letter was R, and that's all the way back from lesson 2. Right, that's lesson R. And then here's our new letter Z. So let's see what QRZ sounds like. There it is. Now if we wanted to make it normal speed, 18 words a minute, that's what it would sound like. But we're just learning letters here, so let's do the Q, the R, and the Z independently. There's a Q, R, and a Z. There's our Z. Now, do you remember the first letter we learned just now? That was the letter B. Can't forget about the B. See what the B and the Z sound like together. There's B and Z. Let's see what it sounds like the other way. There's Z and B, both together. Let's see if we can do some 3-letter groups with the letter Z, the letter B, and then a mystery letter. Let's see what we can do here. Let's do... So what were those 3 letters? Let's do it again. That was Zob, Z-O-B. That's not even a word, but I thought those would be kind of 3 cool letters next to each other. The letter O, which we should really be quite familiar with. That was lesson 4. Let's do that one again. There's a review letter in there. So what's the first one here? There you go. That's B, U as in uniform, Z. B-U-Z. Okay, what letter was that? Did I catch you off guard on that one? What's the letter B again? The letter B is this, right? There's Here's the letter D. So that was our first two letter groups this lesson. So B and D. There's D. Just trying to get everyone to get those differences down. So let's do a Z, and then we'll do two letters after the Z. See if you can figure them out. Okay, so that was Z, K, and B as in Bravo. Wow, that was interesting. Z as in Zulu. What were the other two letters? Let's do that one more time. Z, M as in Mike, I as in India. So ZMI. So a little bit of review here, right? We need to always go back and grab some of those other letters that we learned so we don't forget them. Now our last letter that we're going to learn is V as in Victor. You might have even heard that. That's usually the start of maybe a broadcast transmission or something like that. V for victory is probably something that was sent out, I believe, in like World War II when they were doing Morse Code. I don't know the history on that, but whoop, was that a V? That was not a V. There's a V. That wasn't a V. Let's listen to those two again. So two letters next to each other that sound pretty close. There's a V and the letter U. The letter U sounds close to a V, but if you listen to them together, they really don't sound that close. There's V, and there's U. So let's do the letter V with some other, let's do the letter V with a couple of vowels. We're going to do two different vowels. Let's do there's one set. Let's do that one more time. There's that one, and then let's do one more. Oh, that was a U. That was actually a mistake. Let's do a V and then another vowel. Let's do that one more time. The first one was VA and the next one was VO. Let's do those together. VA first and then VO second. Up, too many dits. That was a bad V. That was not a V. Let's do a V again. So VO. I think my arm is getting tired from being stretched out this far. Let's do VA, VO, and then we're going to do one more set with the a vowel with the V. So let's do VA, VO, and then a mystery vowel. All right, what was that mystery vowel right at the end there? There's VI, right? VI. Let's try a couple of other letters with the letter V. Ooh, that was a recent letter we just learned from the previous lesson. Let's do that one more time. That's VQ. VQ. Very cool. Well, very cool would be VC. What's VC sound like? There you go. There's VC. Let's do another 2 letters. So what is that? That's one of my favorite countries. VK, so that'd be Australia. I also hold Australian amateur radio license, VK1KJ. How about that one? Let's do that one more time. VM. That is VM. How about this one? That's kind of a fun one. Let's do that one more time. That's VP. We're the VP of CW. I also had a friend that had a VX at the end of his call sign. Let's do VX. How about that? So that's a V and an X together. So what is this letter combination? Do you remember what that letter is? Let's do that one more time. Probably thinking, oh wow, I just learned that today, and you're right. That is the Z, Victor Zulu. VZ. So let's do a little bit of a sprint on the letters that we learned today, which is Bravo, Zulu, and Victor, B, Z, and V. I'm going to mix them up a little bit, and we'll do a string of, let's do maybe 5 letters and see what we can do. You ready? Here we go. So Zulu, Victor, Bravo, Victor. Let's do that. Let's do another set. Let's do 4 letters. I think that was 4 actually. Let's do 4 more. That was a D, right? Let's do a real B to start this off. Okay, so what was that? Bravo, Victor, Victor, Bravo. Okay, one more set here. Okay, so that was Zulu, Bravo, Victor, and Victor. So those are our letters that we learned today. I think that wraps up all of the letters of the alphabet that we'll need to learn. And like I say before, as we are going through this, make sure you're driving down the street, you're listening to this, you're jogging, you're running, walking, whatever. As I'm sending the CW like this, you should practice instant character recognition and shout out at the top of your lungs, that was a Z. As fast as you can before I say it. So I try to do a little bit of a delay when I say what the letter is. How about this one? Yes, you should be shouting out, yes, that was a V. V for victory. It kind of looks like a V. Also paint that picture in your mind of what that letter looks like. And this concludes the lessons on learning the letters. We will start doing lessons on numbers, and I want to integrate letters with the numbers, so you can't just jump into the numbers, because we're going to continue to review letters as we learn the numbers in the next full lesson. I mentioned before, the next lesson will be review, and we're going to be practicing letter groups for all of the alphabet. And what you can also do now is, I know Code Ninja has some YouTube videos out there, which, sometimes it's kind of a tough thing to just jump right in without some guidance. But now you can look at doing letter groups at the 18 or 20 word per minute speed, with some wide Farnsworth spacing. You'll be able to find some videos out there. So now that you know all of the alphabet, all the letters, you can jump into doing some Code Ninja stuff. I typically don't have folks jump right into Code Ninja. So if you look up Code Ninja on YouTube, he's got a lot of videos that just mind-numbingly blast letter groups at you. So now that you know all the letter groups, you can jump in there and start listening there too. But we're going to do a review session next in our next lesson that will cover all of the alphabet. So have fun, keep studying, and CW on, my friends.